I would recommend Studyiq mock interview very highly, and the experience was very good. The arrangement of the institute and the coordination of the faculty members, they were really good.
Yes, it was a good experience and I recommend it to others as well.
I will highly recommend everyone who is preparing for civil service, especially for interview.
My overall experience was very nice. I would highly recommend people to give mocks here.
The quality of board members were very good. So yes, I will definitely recommend it.
Definitely the interview experience was very good.
It was an overall nice experience, and yes, I would be recommending it to others as well.
Yes, ma'am, certainly.
Yes, I would recommend.
I would definitely recommend.
Yes, I would definitely.
I will recommend you highly that you should have once a conversation in Studyiq as well.
Nitisha?
Yes, sir.
Sit down, please.
Thank you, sir.
You look familiar. You've been around in Studyiq earlier?
Yes, I was there last year.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you are from Delhi?
Yes, sir.
Haus Khas?
Yes, sir.
इसका क्या मतलब है Haus Khas?
So, Haus Khas means royal reservoir, and its name is basically, it has an historical context. So it was an ancient city during the time of Delhi Sultanate, built by Alauddin Khilji, and he built a city called Siri, and Haus Khas, royal.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And why southwest? What does that mean? South Delhi. What does it mean?
So Delhi has 11 districts, and South Delhi is one of the districts. So Haus Khas lies in this district called South Delhi.
MP's constituencies are based on these districts?
No, sir, because there are 11 districts and MP constituencies are 7. So there is an overlap.
Okay, very good, very good. Your father, you say, is a professor?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Now this professor is what? It is a senior post, or it is some kind of, what should I say, some kind of degree? What is it?
Sir, my father had been a bureaucrat, and after his superannuation he became a professor. So it's more like a position for him, but it's also like those who come from top to bottom to top, like in universities. So for them it's a degree.
It's a degree?
Yes, sir. So but for my father it's a different...
No. From bottom to top or bottom to higher positions, it can't be a degree. It has to be a promotion. It has to be a junior post and senior post and super senior post, like that, isn't it? I don't think it can be called degree.
Sorry, sir, I stand corrected. Yes, sir. It's a
post. Okay, never mind. From a lecturer.
Yes, sir.
Then later you become a professor.
Yes, sir.
So what are the requirements to be somebody to be designated and promoted as professor?
So one is to have a PhD degree, that is necessary, and apart from that a certain amount of work experience.
Yes. Very good. Your optional subject is?
Sociology, sir.
Sociology. Today there is an interesting order, yesterday, probably reported today, of the Supreme Court, where it says that it refuses to review an order which it made earlier, that is saying no to same-sex marriages. Right? Yes. Are you aware of this order today?
Yes, sir.
You are aware of it?
Yes, sir.
Why it has said no?
So the Supreme Court has stated that right to marriage is not an unqualified fundamental right, and on that ground it has denied to review its earlier judgment of agreeing to same-sex marriage.
No, what is your reaction to this?
So as a student of sociology, I believe that all institutions, all social institutions, they have certain amount of change and they are not stagnant. So maybe the review of same-sex marriage being denied should be considered, and in the future there should be a room for same-sex marriage, because marriage as a social institution should provide room for same-sex marriage.
But doesn't it hurt individual freedom? Supreme Court and everybody, the Constitution, they are the champions of freedom and liberty.
Yes, sir. And even the preamble has one of the values of liberty and equality. And denial of same-sex marriage prohibits equality and liberty to a certain extent. So I believe that there should be a room for same-sex marriage, and Parliament should intervene to create a law regarding this.
So you would like this to be legislated upon and continued, the order to be codified into a law? No
Yes.
sex marriages in Indian society?
Yes, sir. Same-sex marriage should be allowed in India through a law. And as Solicitor General stated in the prior Supreme Court judgment, that about 160 laws will have to be amended, specifically the Same-Sex Special Marriage Act.
You have lot of interesting arguments, and there is no time to continue on this, but I am happy with the way you are arguing. My last, because you have mentioned two very interesting hobbies, and I can't resist asking you on books on self-development.
Yes, sir.
What is two tips that you have learnt and you would like to share with your fellow IAS aspirants?
So the one learning which I have gained is from the book called Difficulty of Being Good. So they mention a very interesting conversation between.
What is the first word you said?
So the difficulty of being good.
Difficulty of being good.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's a book by Gurcharan Das. And sir, one interesting takeaway from the book is through the conversation between Draupadi and Yudhishthir. So Draupadi asks Yudhishthir, why are you always so good? Why do you walk on path of dharma despite so many difficulties?
No, let's not go into that in details. Just two tips in 2 words that you would like to share and practice yourself and share with other friends that they should follow this during their IAS personality test.
So one is Nishkam Karma, walking on the path of dharma despite difficulties, because we should act because we must and not for the sake of the fruits of
You are
act.
again going into philosophy and anyway,
So
what
this
is the
first,
second?
and second is from The Secret, which talks about the power of positive thinking.
चलो कहीं तो मुझे disagree होने का मौका मिला आपसे. You're exploring innovations in generative AI. Very interesting. Very interesting. Can you mention 2 areas which you could really explore? I mean, you explored.
So first is in the field of cosmetic brands. So I personally, whenever I log into any cosmetic brand online, so after shortlisting a few products, I am not very sure whether a product would suit me or not. So L'Oreal particularly has come up with Gen AI technology, wherein they provide a medium through which I can virtually try a particular cosmetic. So that is one of the areas that has interested me a lot in Gen AI. Second is
something for men.
So maybe a gender neutral thing I can talk about is the road safety and security. So Toyota has
Road safety, you said.
road safety to reduce road accident.
Yeah.
So Gen AI has been fed with a lot of data to realize the cause of what causes road accidents. So it basically warns the drivers, and it has provided a.
What was the search that you gave to the whatever madam who sits on the AI? What search you gave it to her?
So I personally wanted to know whether the lip balm color which I was planning to buy would suit my face.
No. For the second one.
Second, so that was more on more of research. I read about it. I haven't really tried that particular AI because it's still in its beta stage.
Okay, when you get into IAS, I'll sit down with you and know something more and discuss something more.
Yes, sir.
I am a member of National Road Safety Council.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Nitisha, you already work in the Indian Railway Management Service.
Yes, I've been recommended this year. We'll be joining training next month.
Okay, you're not joined so far.
No, sir.
So I'll just continue with this your self-development. There are a lot of very wide things, self-development.
Yes.
Is there any particular area where you have focused yourself?
So I like to read I like to explore multiple areas. So the books which I have read range from The Secret, which talks about positive thinking, and another book which I read was The Power of Subconscious Mind.
You have read that book?
Yes, sir.
What are the three main criteria on that? It's a Joseph book.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
So the book sorry.
I just brief, just
Yes.
two.
So the book talks about how the thoughts which we tell ourselves, they have power of magnet which can attract and turn into reality. So even if we self-talk about ourselves, about things which we have gained through the entire day, they should be in such a manner that they could be turned to reality. So we should watch our thoughts and control our mind so as to turn them into reality.
So have you applied this thing to yourself, the family, in some certain incident?
Yes, I have applied.
You have applied?
Yes, sir. Like, so during my preparation, I genuinely talked about myself in positive manner despite certain setbacks, and I was able to convert it into reality through my positive thinking.
Okay, that is one thing. This AI, you were talking about AI, can you see this? There's a lot of misgiving. I'd say the AI might be harmful, dangerous. A lot of books have been written. It's good also and bad also. You're mentioning about the road accident and setting. Still, there is an issue that if you have driverless driving and all those things, what problem you anticipate in genetic AI in this? There are some problems in this.
So the first problem related to any technology, including Gen AI, is that the issue of inequity, because most of the development is being championed by the developed countries, and they have kind of monopolized this technology. So the benefits will take time to trickle down. So that is one of the issues, creating digital haves and have-nots. That is one issue. Second, so the issue related to AI is the competition between human beings and machines, because AI is likely to take a lot of jobs, especially the routine.
So you are talking about, yeah.
Yes.
So you were talking about the subconscious consciousness is there in AI or not? Is there consciousness in this AI?
So right now there is no consciousness. It is still a machine. Yes, sir.
What is there?
So it is able to mimic human creativity and human intelligence to a certain extent. But still, I believe that the point of singularity, which many scientists talk about, wherein AI intelligence will overtake human intelligence, that does not seem to be feasible as of now.
But consciousness is still is a human. No? Machine has not taken consciousness. They are not working. So when driving, see that consciousness factor is missing.
Yes. So consciousness factor is missing in machines. Yes.
That because you mentioned that your innovative things innovative, so that this might come as questions again and again. AI, consciousness, and intelligence versus consciousness.
Yes.
Which will take over, and this is really good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hi Nitisha.
Hello, ma'am.
Nitisha का मतलब?
So, ma'am, Nitisha comes from two words, Niti plus Shah. Niti means policy making, and Shah means somebody who's expert at.
All right. But as far as I see from your CV, you've done your graduation in engineering.
Yes.
And then you've taken sociology as your optional.
Yes.
Why such a shift?
So, ma'am, particularly in engineering, I was with instrumentation and control engineering, and that there was no particular optional subject called instrumentation and control. So, I explored sociology as an option.
What made you pick sociology?
So, ma'am, I had a group of friends who had been preparing for this exam. So I consulted them, and I thought sociology would be a good subject to start with, because I would get a ready guidance from them.
All right. So you've read this, The Difficulty of Being Good by Gurcharan Das.
Yes.
He speaks of a very key sociological theory in that book, which we as sociology tutors often use in our classrooms. So are you aware of what that theory is? It's not just a novel or a non-fiction book. It's also a very good sociology textbook if you read it deeply and nicely. So can you talk of any of the many theories that it speaks of?
So one instance is when Karn was asked to give away his prized possession of Kundal and Kavach, and he peeled away his skin to give it off, knowing fully well that that would endanger his life. So how he managed his social relationships with his personal safety is one thing I can think of.
That instance exactly was I referring to, and it relates to the theory of utilitarianism.
Okay.
Right? So I would suggest that you go back and look into that textbook once again.
All
right, that would be my one suggestion.
Sure.
So who have been the founding figures of sociology according to you?
Ma'am, founding figures, Emile Durkheim was one of the founding figures, and Auguste Comte, he is known as the father of sociology.
Not Marx?
Ma'am, Karl Marx is also a pioneer of sociology, yes.
All right. So any of the key theories or any of the key concepts of Marx that you yourself feel attracted towards?
Ma'am, his concept of historical materialism attracted me a lot because he combined two different theories, historical idealism from Hegel and materialism from his student Feuerbach. So that combination has attracted me, even though in today's world we do not see it being materialized, but the concept as a theory has interested me a lot.
All right. But it culminates with communism. If historical materialism is referred to as a concept, that concept culminates with communism. So is it relevant today? Do you find that Marx and historical materialism is relevant in today's time?
Ma'am, not largely. It has not been very relevant because we have seen a rise of capitalism and communism both. There has been a convergence of both of them. So even though it's not relevant, but at that time, thinking about this theory and where would the world be ending towards was something that has attracted me.
All right. So how do you see Delhi's CM and her policies?
Ma'am, Delhi CM, she has been here for a short tenure as of now, but she has been focusing on a lot of field work. For example, she visited the areas of Karol Bagh, Rajendra Nagar to herself test the condition of water and road safety, security. So I feel that she is doing a lot of on-ground work, field review, and she has also been focusing on safety of women. So these two things have been a highlight of her policies, and she is trying to cover a lot of ground in a short time.
All right. So tell me, going by these instances, what do you believe? Do women make good leaders?
Yes, ma'am. Definitely, I feel women are good leaders. Even there was a scientific research done by economic Nobel Prize winner Esther Duflo that women, when elected at local bodies, led to a lot of groundwork change and has brought many issues related to women at the center stage. So we need more and more women leaders to bring diversity of thoughts and proper implementation of good ideas.
Wonderful. All right, my last question to you, Nitisha. Since you've been calling yourself a student of sociology, what according to you would be the difference between gender and sex?
Ma'am, gender is more a cultural concept while sex is a biological concept. While sex is assigned at birth, gender is more a cultural, has more cultural aspect to it, and it is more society driven, and it is more internal and personal to an individual.
Does market contribute in the construction of genders?
Yes, ma'am, market does contribute. For example, we see ads like selling Hot Wheels, which are cars for boys, and selling Barbies to girls. So it has a lot of role to play in gender construction.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
नितिशा जी, आपने AI के बारे में काफ़ी डिस्कशन भी हो गया, काफ़ी कुछ. मेरा एक AI से कंसर्न है कि विमेन बायस्ड, मतलब विमेन के अगेंस्ट में डिस्क्रिमिनेशन के रिगार्डिंग AI का काफ़ी जिक्र होता है. काफ़ी बार आर्टिकल्स लिखे जाते हैं कि वो कहीं ना कहीं हो सकता है, क्योंकि जो AI को डाटा फीड किया जा रहा है, जो एल्गोरिथम्स लिखी जा रही हैं, वो मेल डोमिनेटेड है, मेल डोमिनेटेड फीड किया जाता है. तो इसको लेकर कंसर्न रेज किया जाता है. तो आपका क्या मानना है इसके, कि है ये ऐसा कुछ कंसर्न, या आपको क्या लगता है इसके बारे में?
Yes, so there have been this issue of AI being pre-trained by data which is more male-centric and male-dominated. So these issues exist, and there have been certain ways through which this issue has been trying to being addressed. For example, proper training and proper vetting of the data which is being fed into AI. So that is something which many Gen AI companies are also working towards to make it more gender neutral.
Exactly. You mentioned about social media in your DEF. How you rate social media, today's social media? How can you link our social media perspective, our social media, like social media developing in this time, with our society? How can you link our society and social media? जैसे इसको कई बार बोला जाता है कि हम जैसा चाहते हैं वैसा सोशल मीडिया शो कर रहा है, या फिर सोशल मीडिया जैसा शो कर रहा है वैसा बिहेव कर रहा है?
So I think the dynamics between society and social media is both self-enforcing and it is both reinforcing and being reinforced. So the two are reinforcing each other and being reinforced from each other. For example, sir, social media is also amplifying the voices of the majority, and whatever we listen on the social media, it is also being fed into the society. So it is both reinforcing and getting reinforced.
Why women representation in our political scenario is less? Why women are less represented in our political sphere? Why?
So first is the historical cause, patriarchy. Like the stereotype against women, that women are more emotional in nature and they cannot be in the public sphere. That is one reason. Second, sir, the division of work, wherein women are considered to take care of children and household chores, whereas men are considered to be the breadwinner and be in the public for decision making. So these are the major reasons, sir.
Okay. Increasing women representation in our political sphere or economic sphere or in any sphere, will this helpful in our society? Will this will be helpful in our managing scarce resources? What do you think about this?
Yes, I feel that women, if they are given more political representation, our resources would be better managed. If I personally see in my personal case, my mother, she has been managing the entire household really well. So women are really good managers also. And there has also been a scientific study where women in public feel they can really implement the laws properly.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We see you in a while.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Aye, better please sit down. Nitisha, I thought Shah you would say Amit Shah. It comes from there. You have already appeared for interviews?
Yes.
Once, twice?
Twice.
Twice?
Yes.
Why brilliant Nitisha needs 3 attempts and 2 interviews and then come here again?
Yes, sir. So certain things were not in favor and there were certain gaps, so I'm trying to improve upon them.
Like what gaps?
Like last year my optional was not very good, the marks, and even the interview marks were not up to the mark. So I could not get the service of my choice.
Did you change your optional?
No, sir.
What kind of marks you got in your optional last time?
So last time I got 256. I was expecting something above 280. So I have tried to improve this time.
For the interview?
Interview I was expecting 185 plus, but I got 170.
170?
Yes.
And the previous one?
Previous interview?
Yeah.
Previous interview I got 160.
160?
Yes.
160, 170 is quite reasonable. I mean, close to 170 is a good thing. But yes, you need to be a good base from the mains.
Yes, sir.
And when is your interview now?
So 4th April.
April?
Yes, sir.
Oh. But you have really made good efforts to, as you rightly said, that to improve, and you still have more than 2 months. The board feels that you are a brilliant candidate.
Thank you.
I mean, if we were sitting on behalf of the UPSC, we will send you to Lavasna straight away.
Thank you.
You are doing very well, and keep up with this good work. Your appearance, your personality overall, very sober, good pauses, very considerate, sensitive. I mean, these are fantastic qualities that you display. And of course, a genuine smile.
Thank you.
Yeah? Two small, very small issues. First one is that when you answer a question, I mean, you are doing it very well, but it's always good to remember as to what is being asked. Just a small example, when I asked you what 2 tips would you like to offer from self-development and personality development areas. So, just focus on what is being asked. What is the crux of the question, the theme of the question, and not go around. Isn't it? And a question of this nature would demand an answer in one sentence only. And it's good to be crisp. It's not necessary that you bring in other issues. They can always ask you supplementary, and so there you can give that added information. That is one. Second thing is that you generally address only one member whom who is engaging with you. Yeah. Good thing for the candidate is member would be engaging only with the candidate, but candidate should be engaging with all other members. Now, what does that mean is that, in between, you just look around to your left or to your right and look at what the member is doing. I hope he is not sleeping or she is not sleeping. I mean, keep them, with you. Yeah, keep them with you. Keep them engaged, all of them. It's very important. Just give a gentle look, and so that will come with practice. वरना तो क्या होता है कि some people do with the corner of the eyes or find difficult to turn the neck. So you have plenty of time. Continue with good work. God bless you, and we see you soon in Lavasna, ma'am.
One point.
Yes, one important input from him.
Just wait for a second. This thing, just as you are thinking. See, a question has been asked, and you are responding to a question after some thought over it. Just know that you are prepared immediately. Just 1 second, and then you start answering the question. Just that. Thank you.
About that, something you wanted to say about the skill development?
No, I did. The only thing is you had mentioned what are things. Skill development, you have mentioned those things. See, it's good. You are some with example, and this will keep on more and more question on this like this.
Okay.
Some books you have read, and then application of that book. So that you mention only those which you have read, and then you must remember the crux of that, and then application. Written generative AI is a lot of discussion today, everywhere. People read the newspaper and then come out with these things. So a lot of question on that. You just keep updating yourself till the last day.
Yes.
So something is going on. See, abhi Microsoft CEO was there, said number of things on AI. So people will read, members will read from newspaper or books, and then if you have mentioned, because you have mentioned this thing, so they'll come up with some question. So just keep updating.
Okay.
As far as India is concerned, in the masses there is a lot of fear regarding AI, right? So try and prepare your answers towards challenges in this particular domain, right?
Yeah.
You have a very good hang of how it is how efforts are being made to make it gender neutral, how it is advancing, everything you are catching up with. But because there is a lot of fear regarding AI in the common masses, I would suggest that do prepare your challenges as good as your positives regarding AI.
Okay, all right. And ma'am, that question you asked about how the CM is doing with respect to Delhi, I think I could not address it well. So what could I have added?
You could have talked about both the sides. You only spoke of the positives, right? Because every time you speak of an individual, you need to have a value neutrality towards that particular individual, right? And in order to ensure value neutrality, it's always better to talk of both the sides of governance. so positive as well as negative. But when I'm asking you the second question, that do women make good leaders, it's there that you can talk of the positives.
Okay, all right. Thank you. And ma'am, regarding Karl Marx theory, even though it's not relevant, could I have talked about something else?
You could have spoken of how Marxism was taken up as an experiment in few of the countries and how it failed.
Okay.
Right? How communism was taken as an experiment in Cuba, in China, and how it failed there. Right? And that is what makes communism, that is what makes Marxism a failed utopian concept. Not exactly failed, but let's say utopian concept.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.